Hello, hello, welcome. Good, good afternoon. Afternoon. My name is Liubao. Good afternoon. Hello, hello. Welcome to join live stream. I hope all of you are doing great. This is the end of November. Today in our tea class, I would love to share this very precious, very Chinese aged, almost over 40s aged Liubao dark tea. I don't have ever tried or ever heard any Liubao tea in your life. Hello, Luis. Hello, welcome. Liubao tea, compared with rye pu, in Chinese called shou pu, yeah. Liubao tea in the market, compared pu, uh, it is the fact that Liubao tea is much less famous than pu'er tea, bright pu'er, shou pu'er. However, this is a tea personally I like very much. Not only because this tea is so much underestimated in the market, and this is my purpose to let more and more people to know this tea and to enjoy this tea. The tea I want to review today, this tea was made in 1980s from China's Guangxi province, Liubao Tang. This is reason why we call it Liubao tea. This tea, since the last century, 1980s, as I mentioned, this tea already has over 40 years aging process. Can you imagine? Uh, this is the tea I want to share with you today. If you have during our tea class, if you have any questions, um, any opinion, please feel free to share in our comment. First of all, let me introduce the program of our live stream today. The first hour focus on tea to show you how to bring this tea with a traditional Gong Fu Cha way. And you see in this tea ceremony, I'm using a pottery. Uh, a pottery clay teapot. When you bring any kind of aged tea, including this Liu Bao tea, pu'er tea, aged any kinds of aged tea, aged white tea, pu'er tea, Liu Bao actual or Fuzhuan actual. I always recommend to use pottery clay. Why? Because general pottery clay has a better heating preservation, and when you deal with aged tea, temperature is the key point for cup of aged tea. Okay, this is a pottery clay teapot from Chinese Guangxi province as well. We call it as Nixing, made from Nixing clay. And tea ceremony, if you often attend our live streams, you may notice almost in every Chinese tea ceremony, which requires this little a glass cup with this one we call it Gong Dao Bei fair cup. This is my tea cup. Okay, so if any questions, if you have any questions, just feel free to share in my comment. Okay. Um, uh, Okay, before we bring this, I would like to show you the physical appearance of this Liu Bao tea physical appearance. This tea, compared with other Chinese premium green tea, premium very white tea, physically this tea is very, very low key. Technically, the physical appearance of the Liu Bao tea is not so important compared with the uh, high grade white tea, green tea, high grade yellow tea. This tea is made from, when you receive this tea, you may notice something that for this tea contains a certain portion of tea stems. I'm very familiar with do you sell the teapot? Yeah, this tea we also sell in our tea shop. This one is small. This one very fit for one person, two persons drinking. This one is my favorite teapot I often use when I drink alone. About 120 ml are made from 100% handmade, made from Nixing clay, not Yixing, Guangxi province. The pronunciation is similar, but later on I will share more details. Inside there's a ball filter. For this Nissin clay teapot, if you're interested in shapes and colors, you can go to check our tea shop link in our bio. This one personally, I highly recommend to you. You will love it when you receive it. You will love it, the finish and the cup, especially for the finish of the teapot. Let me continue. Okay. For this tea, when you receive this tea, you may notice something very particular. This tea contains a certain portion of stems. These stems is really very important. Tea stems, you can imagine it's a low grade. It's a low grade, not to live, but for the physical, for the tea. The highest grade is tea bud, and the first tea leaf, second tea leaf, third, five, and then the stem. I'm telling here because you receive it, just don't judge it before you drink it, because you need to understand why we this tea, why the tea maker they specially like specially mixed this tea buds and the tea stem together, because those tea stems will play a very important role for improving the tea soup taste sweetness. Who does the color scheme on the sets? Always so beautiful. Thank you, second. It was me. It's me to do that. Okay. Physically, it's very low key. Has only dark brown color. Physically, not so many things I would like to share with you, because in general, Liubao tea physical appearance is very low key. Very low key. However, it doesn't the tea is not outstanding. When you try it, you will be surprised by its unique, very unique flavor and the taste. Uh, okay. Any questions? What's the characters of this age over 40 years? Age Liu Bao tea. This tea has dominant, very pleasant areca fragrance. Probably some of you, even you never try this areca betel nut in your life. Don't worry. Later on, I'll explain this, because you will only find this unique text from Liubao tea. It doesn't mean every Liubao tea would you could perceive this areca betel nut fragrance from any kinds of Liubao tea. However, for this one, yes, as a typical, very authentic, authentic, uh, pleasant areca flavor and taste. How we deal with it? To bring good cup of aged Liubao tea, there are three key points we need to pay attention. The first thing, in the beginning of live stream, I already mentioned, it's water temperature. When you bring Liubao tea, water temperature is one of the key points to follow. Here, please use just boiled water, and the best utensil you can use is a pottery clay teapot. Uh, just boiled water. Okay. Regarding the tea to water ratio, 1 to 20, 120. If you're new to this tea, you're new to this tea, you never try any aged the Liu Bao tea, dark tea in your life. You can just try with 1 to in general. 1 to 20 will be idle to degrade this aged dark tea, Liu Bao dark tea. And third point, sleeping time. Sleeping for this is not so strict, but personally, I would like to sleep like 20 to 30 seconds. This tea, this morning I bring it I tried at least 10 infusions. Even for the 10th infusion, this tea is still very tasty, flavored. This tea, as I drink along, I generally stop in 10th infusion. But with my experience, this tea can over 15 times. Even after 15 infusions, and continue to use this tea, you can continue to boil this tea into a kettle. This is a wonderful tea, aged Liubao tea I will do today. Okay. Uh, the first step in Chinese tea ceremony, we call it uh, preheating process. Preheating process is essential, especially when you deal with aged tea in aged tea here, including um, aged liu, pu'er, white tea. We need to preheat the teapot. Uh, There is some colors. Probably this morning I didn't cool the teapot because I tried this tea this morning as well. Doesn't matter. Reheat the fairy cup and the teacup. Discard the water. Now everything is prepared. Start to bring this tea. This tea was made. This is a very aged tea. Liubao tea was made in 1980s. So when you bring it before the first infusion, I recommend you to rinse it before the first infusion. We rinse it because this tea is uh, dirty. So no, the reason of the rinsing is to get tea of the warehouse order and help the tea dissolve better for the first infusion. How do we rinse the tea? Is very simple. Just like you bring the tea and stay a few seconds and discard the raising tea water. We don't drink it. This is the aged Liubao tea I would like to share with you today. Mm. And I smell the dry tea. The dry tea has a very pleasant woody aroma. Now we're gonna rinse the tea. Few seconds. This infusion we don't drink it. Now I forgot to share the title and the bring information in your comment. Okay, now finish. I share the title of this tea and also to bring information about this tea in our comment. If you're new to this tea, you can make a screenshot, or when you receive tea, you return back to item link. Now here our we need just boiled water, and when you bring wow, the fragrance is just overflowing. When you deal with aged Liubao dark tea, keep your kettle close to the teapot to create the slow, mild pouring, um, uh, mild, slowing pouring. Hello, hello, Ashwin. Hello, keep it close to the teapot. Sleeping time, uh 20 seconds, 20 10 to 20 30 seconds, but in general I will sleep like 20 20 seconds. This is our first infusion. Please look at uh, the first infusion. Oh, the color is mm, look at this color, is so beautiful. Looks like a fine water, intense reddish brown. But even you see the color is so intense that this tea still remains a great transparency and brightness of of the tea soup. It's still very bright. Mm, wow, this tea soup is amazing as well. I highly recommend to you. This tea is amazing, complex mixture aroma given um, by a age Liubao tea over 40 years. This has the fragrance is very charming. Has you will perceive a few mixture fragrance, dominant aericol and Erica betel nut fragrance, and also herbs, Chinese herb medicine aroma, and plus woody fragrance. Wow, it's really, it is a great, it's a great pleasure to smell it, to perceive the flavors from this over 40 years aged Liubao tea. This tea I really, personally really love it. And I try our first sip. Mm. Uh, this tea, this tea has uh, this tea has very unique Areca betel nut. Areca also called betel nut flavor. When the tea enters into your mouth, you'll feel this unique uh, Areca betel nut fragrance spreading um, inside your mouth. This Areca betel nut fragrance, you cannot imagine it's like the ordinary, pleasant, fruity or floral fragrance. You can call it as a fruity fragrance, but because this flavor and taste is so unique, so special, so rare to find. So how to in the case, okay, you can never try any betel nut in your life. So what tastes like, what it smells like. First of all, yeah, this is kind of herb fruity fragrance. So this is a basic feature about this flavor. And besides, uh, when you perceive it, you will feel there's after after drinking it, there's a colorless. It's like similar to the mint. When you eat mint and take breath, and you can feel there's uh, you will get refreshing breeze, and there's a colorless inside your taste bud. What we call, this is the features of Areca aroma. It's very interesting because we only use Areca betel nut fragrance in for Liubao tea. So far, there's you will not this flavor and taste in other Chinese tea, and also not every Liubao tea could give such experience. Only for few Liubao, for a few Liubao teas. I'm gonna after drinking it, the taste, the grade is amazing. The taste. Mm. Good morning. Good morning, Franco. Morning. Do you know one day, is this tea I very family with the this tea. Yeah, this tea person I like very much. And one day I share with my friends. They mentioned something to describe the tea, and it's because I use my words to describe the qualities, the characters about this tea. Uh, as I already had some experience in this domain, sometimes my words, even I select careful the words to fully describe it, but sometimes I'm always inspired by others everywhere, even for the beginners tea evaluation about this tea. Like when they try it, they mention something very interesting. They describe this tea has similar coconut milk texture. uh, it's very interesting. After they told me that, I try again. Yes, it is. And I try again, coconut milk, and I find out, yeah, this really does have such amazing silky, very silky, similar mellow texture, just like a coconut. Coconut milk, yeah, I believe all of you must already try in your life, and you know the texture. This tea, I highly recommend to you. I really, this tea personally, I really enjoy. And also, when you drink this tea, uh, age the tea is all very mild, uh, ideal for drinking for winter, for cold weather. You will feel that there's exchange of the energy in your inside your body, and you'll feel this is a very pleasurable sensation given by the tea. You'll feel that your back now, and you feel that your my back start to sweat. Mm. It's amazing, right? Because they are drinking tea, and according to Chinese medicine, we call it as qi. Is a qi. I don't know how to translate in English, but you can imagine that there's exchange it can like there's a exchange energy inside your body, and that makes you sweat. Mhm. Okay, so funny questions about this tea. Because this tea I personally like very much. I will really make you to try. You will love it because Liubao tea nowadays, Liubao tea, compared with the other tea, for sure Liubao tea has become more and more trendy even in China. But this tea still need some promotion in the market because this tea. If you try me, Liubao tea is one of the most worth the tea to try it in our tea shop. Um, uh, if you are often analyzing, or probably you already heard I repeat a lot of times, I started to study Chinese tea. Um, in fact, I started to learn the first tea I learned with it. I drink the most. For the first year, it was Liu Bao tea and the white tea. Liu Bao tea and the white tea. And if I yeah for the all the teas we especially for white tea and the Liu Bao tea I select in our shop, they must be very very good because those teas are my patience as well. I have a patience when I a lot of patience because then I studied my Chinese tea study from the Liu Bao tea with the Liu Bao tea and the age and the white tea. This tea you will love it. Ah, it's besides it's very sweet. Mm. After drinking it, take a breath and feel this calmness. Feel this calmness, this refreshing breath, this refreshness inside your mouth. It's kind of a similar to not stronger, not so strongly refreshing like mint, but this tea does have a similar. It's not like don't misunderstand. It's not like so refreshing like mint, but I'm just give you an example that you experience when you drink it. Okay, now continue our second infusion. This tea is really, resistant, can be bring over 15 times because this morning I tried until for the 10th infusion. Still, it was still very tasty, fragrant, flavored. So for the even for the 15 for the fifth 15th infusion should be okay. Okay. Mm. So if you're interested in tea, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. Thank you for the lovely Colin. Hello, nice to meet you. For the moment, we're sharing wonderful age Liubao tea, a Liubao tea over 40 years. Yeah, 40 years means that this, in fact, was made in 1980s, so it has been aged over 40 years. 40 years. This is the uh, you- um, the most aged tea sold in our tea shop. Okay, now continue our second infusion. Ah, we are using just boiled water. Keep your kettle close to the teapot to make your water stream slow and gentle so that your tea will take more. 20 seconds. This is our fusion. Please look at it's such a beautiful reddish, intense reddish brown. The color, in fact, it's very bright. Can you see that? The intense, but it's very bright. You see how bright it is. Even can reflect the reddish color on my hand. Yeah, look at this. Can you see? Today you are vibrant and the self-identity sign and sorry manager. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Franco. Ah, it was a pure joy, pleasure to smell the tea soup. It has a very, very, very pleasant aged aroma, a complex aged aroma. Mm. Oh, better nut fragrance, herb medicine, Chinese herb medicine, uh, aged fragrance, and my cedarwood fragrance as well. It's a very rare and precious aged Liubao tea. Um, if you never try any aged tea yet, this tea highly recommend to you. For tea, if you love it, you'll fall in love with from the first sip. In the contrary, if you don't like it, you just discard it from the first sip. You will refuse it immediately, not because it doesn't relate with the tea quality. It's for the certain flavor and the taste. Uh, it's it depends on different people. Some people uh, for this unique flavor and taste. Unlike ordinary fruity floral fragrance, in general, people will love it. Just like a green tea, black tea, white in general. So far, I didn't meet anybody dislike those teas. However, for aged Liubao tea, there's two extremes. They love it, they just love forever, and if they like it, they just refuse from the first sip. Mm. Just you can try if you're new to this. You can try the small quantity, like 50 grams, to try it. Liu Bao tea, besides this unique exceptional flavor and taste, this tea uh, is very beneficial for our body as well, which can uh, for your digestion, and also when you have the local people, they also use as a herb medicine to cure some symptoms like you have sunstroke. uh, what do we say, sunstroke, when you expose too long time under sunlight, you get sunstroke. I forgot that word, how we say in English. And this tea uh, um, can be used as herb medicine as well. Wow, it's fully fragrant. Has a similar coconut milk texture, silky texture. You ever try coconut milk? You know how it 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 has a great mellowness and a silky texture. This is really I like this tea. Is the tea also come from the camellia since yeah camellia sinensis is the scientific name for the tea tree for sure. This is made from pure tea tree, pure tea without blending with any flowers or other things. Pure Chinese tea. The art of Chinese tea has always been so fascinating. Thank you, Kavitz. Thank you. Uh, this tea, when you degustate this tea for the first time, the fragrance, especially for the fragrance profile, this is something I ask you to, I request you to pay attention because it's so unique, so uh, exceptional, and you barely find. I say barely more not neutral. Uh, you can understand that it's impossible to find this kind of flavoring text from other tea, from outside Liubao tea. That's impossible. Areca not fragrance. This in Chinese sensory derivation, we only use this word. This is like a complex word, a tea jargon to describe this kind of flavoring taste. We only use for Liubao tea evaluation. That's why I say this tea. Probably you don't like it, but this is a great chance to let you experience something very unique and precious. Your look is astonishing. Thank you. So, funny questions? It's very mellow, mellow, very, very mellow and sweet, mellow, sweet. Does the pottery of making teapot also important for the tea making? For brewing tea, yes, definitely. We There's a famous antique culture to describe the importance of the tea utensil and the water. We in China we say uh, water is tea's mother and the tea the teaware is tea's father. Like this tea, when you deal with any kinds of aged tea, especially aged dark tea, If you often you never see I bring aged Liubao tea with a ceramic guy one, with a ceramic guy one. You always can, but this is not the best choice. It's like we cannot say which color is the best. We have to choose the color into your suit. I mean, which we let's make like okay. Every color is wonderful, but we choose the best color for your today's condition, your makeup or your haircut, anything to okay to for such tea any kind of use is always good because this tea even you can simply boil in a kettle or still in a thermos as the tea is good, but if you are new to this tea, you just new to the gas. The best way is to use a pottery clay teapot to bring it that you can uh, uh, fully enjoy it, uh, absolutely enjoy the tea flavor, layers of the tea, the layers of the flavor and the taste. Now we continue our third infusion. Mm. The soft leaves are very, even after over 40 years aging process, the tea is soft. Look at it when you open the teapot and you see those soft tea leaves still look so alive, active, alive. This tea now is most ideal time to enjoy it. You don't need to wait it because now this age Liubao already reaches the best time, the best consumption time. Don't you don't have to need to wait it for the new Liubao tea. If this tea is new, I tell you, this tea you can still uh, reserve it for a few years. But for this tea, you don't have to wait. Just drink it, drink it immediately. Keep your kettle. I'm using just boiled water. Keep your kettle close to the teapot. 20 seconds. So funny questions. Is there's a specific time Chinese culture for drinking tea or their tea ritual? Just for Chinese tea, we also have our own tea ceremony. Uh, the tea originates originates from China, so everything about the tea ceremony, including Japanese tea tea ceremony, and in China, but now because we're doing the live stream, so we don't we don't really do a let's say very high grade ceremony. But for sure, if you're interested, you go to check our previous video. I also share some very high grade Chinese tea ceremony in our feed. If you're interested. Hello, hello, Neluki, hello. Mm. Oh, this tea will bring this tea. Even you sleep overtime. Don't worry. You get if you sleep overtime, like you plan to sleep it 20 seconds and sleep like 1 minutes. Don't worry. This tea Even you sleep over time, still tastes good. If you think that's too strong, you can just add some water. That's it's a way. But if you think that you sleep over time, just add some water. It doesn't matter to pay attention for the next infusion. Technically, for stage the tea, um, for such age for 40 years, the tea doesn't the tea doesn't have any really feel any kinds of any bitterness at astringents. What's the oldest? Yeah, 40 years. 40 years. That this is the this is already this day already reaches the most idle time to consume it. Uh, over 40s. You know, for such agriculture, uh, even for the tea, for white tea and dark tea, there's always the soulmate. The soulmate it means when the tea reaches already reached great. The soulmate, the most ideal point to drink it. If you don't drink it, you let it continue age it. The tea will be, because the substance of the tea will be over to other thing. Uh, if you pass already past this past the tea already reaches and you waited, the quality uh, is indeed degrading. Thank you, very interesting. I guess I would do some research because out of the tea make looks the uh, therapeutic to me. Give out a good one. Thank you. Yeah, for Chinese tea, in Chinese tea ceremony, we focus on the end of the tea means the tea you serve to your guest, how it tastes like. And for the text, for the gesture of the tea is an extra. The incense of Chinese tea ceremony is the tea itself. How this tea tastes like, what's the flavor, taste, and the structure of this tea. This is the depends on each person has their own understanding about the tea, how we what kind of tea way we choose, and and how you set up the tea ceremony, and how what temperature you use to bring this tea to trigger the best the flavor and taste. Oh, please look at third or fourth. This tea is highly resistant because this morning resistant to bring over 15 because I tried 10, even for the 10th infusions, it still keeps a great taste and flavor fragrance. Wow, this tea, this tea has a great health benefits as well, uh, which can help uh, digestion, digestion, and also this is secret, but don't use it wrongly. Use it. This can help if you get drunk. When you get drunk for alcohol, this tea can help you relieve from the symptoms. So, okay, when you especially during the festivals, if you okay you plan for celebrating New Year, any kinds of festivals, when you get drunk, you drink alcohol, you can steal the Liubao tea into thermos, and then when you feel drunk, you can try some Liubao tea. And during tea making is always therapeutic. Is there commented time to boil the tea? Or it is it's different for each type. For boiling tea into a kettle in general, uh, f- they, for age the tea, including this one: aged tea, aged Liubao tea, aged pu'er, aged white tea, white tea, and also aged Fujuan. You can check our tea shop and use in the tea section. If you see the title with aged, in general, which is ideal for boiling, attention to if it's very high grade very high grade white tea. You can boil it, but we don't recommend because for very high grade white teas, Bai Mudan, Supreme, White Peony, the best way to enjoy these teas to bring with the traditional Gong Fu Cha Wei. There's always some, the best to enjoy. Um, well, mm, ah, this this complex, amazing, unique tea fragrance profile you must uh, try it. It's not often to let's say to meet such tea. Even for me, sometimes you by chance you get this tea, but uh, this tea I highly recommend to you, especially you really like. Try some aged tea. This tea you will love it. Hi, is that true that any tea is not hot water? In general, qualified tea, but premium teas, you can always not of only for Chinese tea, for other tea, the China. This is not our not the it's not our topic. We only focus on for premium Chinese teas. Any kinds of you can use just boiled water because to bring it because we when we do sensory Chinese tea evaluation, we only use and purified and just boiled water. This is true, but from the as a tea artist, when we present the tea, we will choose the best, the temperature and the tea way to bring this tea to uh, to illustrate the tea feed. You understand? To promote the value of this tea. Hello, hello, then hello, welcome. Mm. It's so sticky. It's so mellow, sticky, just like a sticky rice. Uh, and the tea has coconut milk texture, silky texture, very, very mild, very, very gentle. Mm. If you're welcome. If you have any questions, please just feel free to share in our comments. Because this day there are a lot of things I need to explain about the uh, uh, mm. If you're interested in this tea, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. There is not so many teas. Let's say uh, for the tea is kind of automatic alternative. However, for this tea cannot replace by any other tea. First of all, the tea is very age, and besides, this tea has a precious and a rare, unique, exceptional, complex, dominant Arabica aroma. This tea, if you love aged tea, you'll love it. You will really love it. Any questions? Oh, we continue this fifth. Mhm. I feel a little bit hungry. So, any questions? This tea, it's very suitable for drinking during festivals. Should you rinse the tea or do some? This tea, yeah, this for this age, I recommend you to rinse it before the first infusion. Hello, hello, hello. 你好, hello. For the moment, we are bring a very aged, over 40 years, 六宝. Not every tea you need to rinse it. For green tea, high grade, yellow tea, black tea, you don't um for oolong, it's optional, depending on your personal habit preference. If you rinse it, okay, just rinse. If you don't rinse it, doesn't matter, because we rinse because the tea is not clean. And um not because the tea, sometimes we there's a misunderstanding about rinsing. Rinsing is not because the tea comes with the dust and you need to rinse it. No, nowadays the tea is made under very clean condition. Now sometimes we rinse it, we call it rinse it, it's like you wake up the tea or you help the tea dissolve better infusion. uh, this is very optional, but this tea, yes, I recommend to rinse, because the tea, for aged tea, rinsing infusion, rinsing can help get rid of some warehouse odor or wake up the tea before the first infusion. What kind of food to pair would you suggest? For such tea, for Chinese tea, Chinese tea, unlike tea, Japanese, especially for matcha, before the matcha tea ceremony, you drink something sweet. For Chinese tea, if you're new to this tea, because Chinese tea is very subtle, very refined, mm, especially like green tea, high grade green tea. If you eat something, you you drink tea and eat some, meanwhile the food may affect your experience to uh, perceive the tea flavor and taste. You can eat something before you drink this tea. I personally, if I feel, I like I try this tea. I know this tea. Now I oh, second before you try this tea. For sure. I mean, in this tea drinking time, you have already you try a new tea. In this case, yes, don't eat anything while drinking, because the flavor may affect your experience, especially for some very refined Chinese teas. The fragrance and flavor are probably very subtle, very, if you eat something, it will cover, overwhelms the original tea flavor and taste. Mm. Uh, Thanks, that makes sense. Welcome. We continue this. Wow. After drinking it, you will feel um an endless, long-lasting sweet of taste appearing above your taste bud. Do you recommend to rinse aged for aged tea? Yes, for aged tea you can rinse it before the first infusion, but but for very high grade white tea, not. only for white, like very high grade white peony by Mudan. Silver needle, no, just don't rinse it. Because white tea, uh, white tea, the conservation way of the very different. The white tea is required for the aging process. It demands requires 100% sealed without any touch with the air. There's no any change of with the flowing air. In general, the tea is very clean. Just I mentioned, we call it rinse. This word, um, this word is not so correct. Okay, rinse like the tea is dirty. I think one day I will change this word. I gonna find some good word to replace rinse. Always make you misunderstand like the tea is dirty and we're gonna rinse it. Uh, it's not. It's um, we I call it as like wake up tea. Wake up tea can wake up tea, which help the tea dissolve better for the first infusion, before the first infusion, but not the rinse. It's not dirty. We don't need to rinse it. We just need to wake up it. Now continue. Wow, the sweet aftertaste is really amazing. Great. Look at the close to the teapot. Agree. I've been buying Australian grown cinch. For the weird, for the teas we are discussing only for Chinese teas. Out the tea outside China, it's not our, it's outside. The tea outside China, it's not our focus. We don't focus on any tea outside China. No, sorry. Uh, Please look at wow, look at the color. Wow, it's really beautiful. Looks like fine white color. Really, look at the color. This reddish brown color even reflects on my hand. So beautiful. Mm. Looks delicious. Yeah, this is a very tasty. This is a very tasty. For this tea, for age, the if you love it, you love forever. You fall in love from the first sip. If you don't like it, you refuse it immediately without any hesitation because you even don't want to try the second time. This tea, if you're new to this tea, first of all, try with a small quantity to see if you like it. This tea, but I can sure is that this tea, uh, probably this tea, you don't like the flavor and taste, but the quality is the quality is wonderful. This is something I can sure because I started to learn Chinese tea with Liubao with the Liubao. So if I say that's good, it means really this is a tea after careful selection, and I can guarantee the quality and this tea and tea. Uh, mm, if you want to experience it, just try it. Mm, this tea very worth it to have a try. Very worth it to have a try. The words if I say too much about this tea, how wonderful it is, it looks like I do too much marketing. The best way I would say is you just try and And if you like it, I believe you'll become our return client. This is how we create our, let's say, the trust bridge between you and me. Mm. So funny questions. Wow, it takes super, and it's very interesting. Because the more that you bring it, the more sweet you perceive it. Because why? Because for the uh, water sugar dissolve a little after late infusions. You may notice that for the uh, first few infusions, it's not so sweet like the late infusions. It's very interesting. You will see the change from the first infusion until the 10th, 15th centuries. This is magic uh, features about Chinese tea. Uh, this is something very interesting. It's not like tea bag. You drink the tea and then you discover it just for one fusion. No, for Chinese teas, for this one, 15 infusions. How many types of tea are there? First of all, I repeat again. Here we offer only focus on Chinese teas. So when I say the tea here is referring to Chinese teas, okay, not the tea outside China. Not it doesn't include Japanese tea, Korean tea, any tea. Okay, here in Chinese tea, we classify Chinese teas into six grand types. Here, this Liubao falls into the type of dark tea in Chinese called heicha, and also white tea, yellow tea, green tea, oolong tea, black tea. Yeah, six different types. This one falls into it's very hard to tell you type. The six grand types. As every year we got new tea, like the new green tea. There's some classical green tea and new invention green tea and new any kinds. But for the six grand types, uh, okay, for purity, there's raipu and shengpu. It doesn't taste. It tastes totally different. um, Raipur falls into the category of dark tea as well, like this Liubao. Oh. Mm, mm. Okay, I'll come back in a few seconds. When you're interested in this tea, during this waiting time, you can go to check out tea shop link in our bio. When I come back, I will show you details about this is my one of my favorite teapot. It's really lovely. How many brain can we have for this tea? Uh, 15. 15. No, sorry, 15 infusions. 15 infusions. This tea very, very, very resistant. And even but if you drink alone, I think you may stop in from the 10 because 15 infusions, if you try until the 15 infusions, it will be so much for you. After 10th infusion, you can boil it into a kettle. So many. Yeah, this tea highly recommend. Just try this morning. I just tried this morning. Mm, okay. Wow. Look, look at this lovely teapot. Wow. The shape of this one is really lovely. It has round belly. It has a round belly, and see the spoon, and please name types in Chinese. Okay, we continue on. 100% handmade, hand painted. Inside there's a filter. There's a bowl filter. This one. Mm. Look at the finish. Mm. This clay, Nissin clay, has a great heating preservation, and you know, water temperature key points to bring good cup of Liubao. This is one of the best, one of the most idle utensil tea way you can find the market to bridge the tea. Um, this one, it's small, 100, 120 ml. Comes with a lovely, lovely jade little, how we call it, mm, little button, jade button. It's really lovely. This one. If you're interested in this teapot, please go to check out tea shop link in our bio. Mhm. There's some tea ways I want to share with you today as well. This one, this white pottery clay, 100% handmade, hand painted. I really loved it. Fully painted. Look at the shape. It's a cattle stove painting, fully painted, fully handwritten Chinese calligraphy. The shape is very elegant to hold with the three fingers. 150 ml. The age of this guy one is painted with uh, pure gold. Hello, hi, hi. This one. Ah, very, very lovely. If interested in this tip, guy one, please go to check out tea shop link in LP in LP. And this, oh, This one is really lovely. What is a handmade Chinese mm, wood fire porcelain one. Wow, look at this natural ash fallen glaze. It's really beautiful. This is not the artificial glaze. This glaze naturally formed during the wood fire process. Uh, each each wood fire piece is a single unique piece. This one, look at inside. Shapes looks like eyes, the lake. Very beautiful. Mm, can you see? That's very, very thin. Uh, 120 ml. Very beautiful. Look at the cover. This beautiful vitrification. Perfect. Very beautiful. Also have this set. This one I love. I really love it. 100% handmade wood fire. If you're not familiar with fire, just go to check our item link. I share it a, a detailed description about wood fire. Wood fire, if we during the firing process, if you use wood as a fire, uh, if you use wood as a fire fuel, we describe this kind of this kind of the where wood fire. Uh, please look at this is a natural. We call it natural fallen ash glaze. Each piece is single piece, and this one person likes so much. Look at the inside. So lovely, and outside. Mm. Mm. This is the tray. This tray you can also, uh, if you like the tray, you can. I recommend to buy the whole set. You can meet much with the teapot, other teapots as well. So lovely. Mm. This is and look at this fairy cup. The shapes like it shapes like a gourd, Chinese gourd. And look at inside. Beautiful vitrification inside. That's beautiful. And very, very thin. Okay. Okay. Mm. So funny questions. So funny. Hello. Oh, hello, Martin. Yeah, late today. We almost end up. Good morning. Okay, so funny questions about you, anything we are showing our live stream. If you're interested in anything we presenting in our live stream, just please go to shop link in our bio. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for your watching. And today is the end of November. Tomorrow is the first December, a new last month of this year. And I really hope you're enjoying the rest days of this year. And please take care. And I will be very happy to glad to see you again in our next live stream on Thursday. I'm late. No worry, don't worry. Okay, my name is Ita. Thank you so much for your watching, and I did have a great tea time with you and a great tea exchange with you. If you have any questions, just feel free to in our comment. Thank you, Louise. Louise, I would reply your email tonight. Sorry, because recently there are a lot of things in the family, and I have to deal with it. Sorry. I will. Can you explain about fermented tea? Fermented the tea. This is a fermented tea. This is Liubao is a fermented tea. Fermented, you can imagine it's like a yogurt. It's real yogurt is fermented food. Mm. Thank you, Martin. Regarding fermented, this word, that's a lot of things to say. It's hard to explain with short words. Because fermented, we call fermented. In fact, this is a wrong translation. Uh, mm, um, uh, it's because if I go further into details, you confuse. This Liubao tea is fermented tea. This is a fermented tea. Okay. Um, and green tea is non-fermented. Uh, So you just understand between non-fermented, there is some other tea. Okay. Mm. Do you language Polish? What would you? Okay. See you next time. See you next time. Ciao, ciao. See you. Take care. Hey, ciao, ciao, ciao. Take care.